Uses of the microscope. Modern optical and electron microscopes have a number of important uses in scientific research and industry. On the next 4 pages, you can find out more about some of these uses. Medicine. The invention of the microscope led to enormous advances in the world of medicine. For example, bacteria were discovered, which meant medical scientists found out the cause of many illnesses and were able to develop cures for them. Human tissue could also be examined closely for the first time, so scientists were able to work out exactly how our bodies work. Optical microscopes are now used all the time in medicine. Doctors use them in hospital laboratories when examining human tissue for disease. They also use microscopes when carrying out tricky operations called microsurgery. Electron microscopes are used in research, for example, when scientists are trying to work out the structure of viruses. Surgeon using microscope during an eye operation. This virus causes measles. It is shown in unrealistic colors. Geology. Geologists examine pieces of rock under the microscope to find out what they are made from. See also pages 32 to 33. In the oil industry, for example, rock samples from different levels are examined while a well is being drilled. This helps the oil company decide how the drilling should proceed. The rock samples can also give the geologist a lot of information about underground rock formations. This is important for drilling other wells in the same area. Oil rig. The rocks looked at will often contain microfossils. See page 33. Forensic science. Microscopes play a vital role in helping detectives solve crimes. Magnifying glasses are often used at the scene of a crime, but all the fragments of evidence which are found are then taken away to be looked at under optical microscopes in the forensic science laboratory. Detectives collect tiny pieces of evidence found at the scene of a crime, such as a burglary. They collect things like hairs, dirt from shoes, scraps of clothing, spots of blood, carpet fibers, and maybe glass from a broken window. In the forensic science laboratory, slides are prepared and all the different things are examined under a microscope. So much detail can be seen that it often makes each type of particle, such as a type of fiber, unique. If the same type of particle is found on a suspect, it will be very important evidence in the case for charging them with a crime. Detectives also take fingerprints. They work out which ones should not be there by eliminating the fingerprints of the people who live in the house. You can make your own library of known fingerprints to compare with ones you find. A fingerprint library. You will need a stamp pad. You can buy these from a stationer, or you can make your own by folding a soft cloth or some kitchen paper a number of times and then soaking it in poster paint. Take your own prints, as shown here, and also those of your family and friends. Ideally, you should take a full set of prints, 10 prints from each person. What you will need: paint pad or stamp pad, pieces of paper, slides, scrapbook. Roll the finger several times from side to side on the pad. Make a print by rolling the finger from side to side again on a scrapbook page, a small piece of paper, or a slide. See right. Push down quite hard. Paper taped onto slides, magnifying glass. If you just want to look at your prints with a magnifying glass, you can roll your finger directly onto the paper in a scrapbook. If you want to use the microscope, make prints on small pieces of paper and tape these to slides. You could also try making the prints on glass slides. Use low power with top lighting for the prints on paper and bottom lighting for prints on glass. Make sure the slides are clean. Arch, loop, whirl, delta, island, fork. Look closely at the prints and identify the different features. See right. Later, when you find an unidentified print, you should compare its features with those on your known prints. Finding fingerprints. The most likely places to find prints around the house are doorknobs, switches, and handles. Think about where else people put their hands. Smooth, polished surfaces show the best prints. Scatter either talcum powder or finely ground soft pencil lead, graphite, on and around the print. Use talcum powder on dark surfaces and graphite on light ones. Talcum powder. Use a soft paintbrush to brush the powder gently over the print. Brush away any loose powder. You should see a clear print on the surface. Stick a piece of wide sticky tape over the print. Rub over the area with a fingernail or paper clip and then gently lift the tape. The print should transfer to the tape. Stick the tape down on some paper, dark paper if you use talcum powder, or a slide. Now compare features with prints you know. Tape stuck down on dark paper. You could also build up slide or scrapbook libraries of hairs and other fibers from clothing and carpets. You can then use your library to identify unknown fibers.